Ah, perfect. Selfie stick 2.0. A little over a week ago, I ended up leaving my selfie stick on the top of a ticket machine at a Mac stop, and alas, it's gone forever. But maiden voyage, new selfie stick, and taking you on a bit of a journey today. So come along with me. There's a plethora of decent malls in the Portland area you can go to, be it Clackamas Town Center, Lloyd Center, Washington Square, Pioneer Place. Pick your poison. But for me, if there's any place that is just rich with charm, elegance, grace, there's no place better than Town Plaza. It's got everything you want, everything you need. Up till about 2 days ago, I didn't even know this place was here. However, I almost kind of did to a degree, because there was some serious goings downs that happened here about 1.5 years ago, summer of 2015. I'm not exactly in a great neighborhood, but anyway, this Town Plaza strip, which I believe was built in the 50s, that's what I've been able to gather. This luscious gathering place for about a decade was literally just a string of adult-themed stores, highlighted by a business known as the Sugar Shack. This was just all dirty businesses, and you know, if you look across the street, this is all apartments with families, kids, and then right across the street here you had just, you know, naked people walking around, people dealing drugs, people shooting up heroin in the parking lot. I mean, every disgusting thing you could think of was literally going on here. Now, ultimately, what ended up happening is, of course, the people in the community, this is the Cully neighborhood, they didn't want this, you know, here. They probably didn't want it here to begin with, but in essence, they've been trying for years to buy off the property, get these, you know, people the hell out of here. There was so much weird stuff going on in here. And by 2015, they raised almost $3 million. And now the kind of positive, negative, lesser of two evils part of the whole thing is that essentially the people that were running their, you know, businesses out of this place were essentially criminals. Actually, a few years back, the people that were running a lot of the businesses here, they got busted both for like, I think, tax evasion, and they got busted for doing a prostitution sting out of this place. I mean, this was not a savory location. I even heard that in one of these establishments where, you know, they have their private rooms, which are just, you know, to watch people fool around, they were actually using them secretly for prostitution. And the money that they made, they would put into their ATM machine and then make it look like more money was going out, so they actually recouped more money than was actually going out. I don't really know how that works, but it worked somehow. And apparently some of the special, you know, rooms you'd go into had locks on the outside, which makes me quiver. But the place was bought by the city, all that, you know, nonsense is gone. But as of now, because they haven't figured out what to... Really, dude? Since they haven't figured out exactly what they're going to do with the property, you know, they want to do something for the community. Because again, you know, you've got apartments, you've got families living around here. They want to figure out something good to do for the plaza, you know, to revitalize it, turn it into something new. But until then, it's just sitting here, this little strip mall just falling apart. The sign says this was at one time the Pink Marlin, I guess? Yeah, too bad there's extra doors to go through. I can't really see anything through here, but yeah, it looks like this was almost an outside at one time. You got the Rock, and then you got this new addition, and falling apart a little bit. Yeah, this. I mean, when you think about the fact that this place has just been, you know, this has become nothing but a haven for, you know, adult-themed stuff, sexual activity, drug dealing. I mean, I highly doubt they were, you know, super invested in, you know, business upkeep. They probably wanted any outsiders who weren't into what they were doing as far away from here as possible. But yeah, I mean, look at that. That's just literally just, this whole thing is just coming out. Jeez. And what really sucks is this is probably kind of an interesting, I mean, the whole, you know, checker theme, then that's what makes me think this is very 50s, but then, you know, here, this is just wrapped with metal. It's just so hideously ugly. I mean, you can probably understand why something like this would catch my eye. And yeah, up there, you see it's all crumbling off. And I'm not sure what exactly was here, because some of these signs you can still see like the old business names on them. I'm wondering if there's still any remnants of... Nope, they just put black over that. Or, here we go. Yeah, look in there. That's actually really cool looking. I mean, I don't want to know what was going on in here, but yeah, this is kind of what some of these rooms looked like. Very tiny. I don't know if this exactly what this particular spot was used for, but see, they maintain that checker theme all throughout this place, it seems. Yes. I think there was like a Hispanic organization that was involved in the buying of this place, and the only business I know of, like way over there down on the end, there's like a Mexican restaurant, I think. So there's some heavy influence from the Hispanic Latino community and all this. And yeah, look at this. This you know, this looks very restauranty to me. You know, you got doors, you got fire extinguishers in there in case there's any problems. But you know, the thing, oh man, it's even on the ceiling. That's awesome. Maintaining that checker theme. And here we got another one, and just look at how dirty these windows are. Like, I'm wondering how much of that is just time and how much of it is something else. So yeah, this is a big open room. Still the tile, some graffiti, bunch of insulation way in the corner there. Oh man, jeez, this door looks like it's almost about to be busted out. What we got going on here? Just a bunch more stuff. But yeah, if you look over there, you can see more of the look of the place. The tiles. But yeah, a lot of this has been kind of gutted out, which I guess makes sense. Ew, we're leaking. Alright, how about over here? What is this? This is just a long hallway down there. So yeah, I don't know. Cause this oh my god, check this out. There's like leopard print on the side of this. So this is probably a wall. Man, I bet this door over here, this is probably one of the doors they had over their rooms. Got this. Looks like if there is a business in here, it looks like it's closed. You know, they're maintaining the same theme, but there's nobody in here. It's very tiny, kind of quaint and cute, very black and white. I thought there was going to be a business in here, and then I peer through the windows and I'm like, it's very dark. I'm wondering what all these cars go to. Right over here. That's the original sign that used to have, you know, the advertisements for all the adult-themed businesses they had going on up in here. And you can almost still see the outline in the blackness up there. I know you can't make it out, but in the blackness, there's the words Video Superstore. So I can only assume that was an adult-themed video store. But yeah, there's pictures online of what this sign actually looked like when there was actually still all these businesses here. If you look above the Hispanic restaurant, you just got a mess up there. The moment I saw that, where you can see almost like there was like some signage on there, but all the tiles are ripped out, I was like, oh man, I need to stop by this place and take a look. Town Plaza. Bring the kids. And then I'm just gonna keep on circulating around this building. I kind of got views from the front, but I know there's a other side to this place. Te quiero los tres hermanos. So something about brothers. Got this kind of cool art here. And what kind of throws me is there's all these cars in this lot, but there's obviously nobody here. So I don't know what that's all about. Like, what's this chick doing here? I don't know. So we got ourselves tiles, crash landed to the ground, a lot of miscellaneous whatnot, a mystery door that I do not want to go through, and then just, oh yeah, there's just so much broken tile out of this place, and this leads to, I mean, your imminent doom, I would assume. Hey, that rhymed. And there's 2 doors. This is like a pick your door. Want to become a prostitute? Want to become hooked on drugs? Take your pick. This place kind of represents a lot of parts of this area. I don't exactly feel wonderfully safe. I did see someone who, you know, on a Reddit forum, when they were talking about rundown malls, there was a guy that referenced this place. It's like, there's this old place out here where Highway 30 hits Killingsworth. And all I thought when I went by was, this looks like a great place to get stabbed. And I'm kind of agreeing with the guy. This was like the main entrance, like the corner entrance you'd see when you'd go by that would pull you in, and there's a sign saying restaurant, you know, that way, and then grocery shops that way. So, and it's kind of, you know, faded into the look. You can just barely make out any of the letters. And I can only assume that all dates back to, like, you know, very much pre, you know, strip club. You know, back into, you know, maybe even back towards the beginning of this place, going back into the 60s, 70s, what have you. If you look through here, you've got like what looks like bloody carpet. I don't really know what that's all about. This carpet looks very bloody. And then you've got like a door on the inside. You can't really see it, but yeah, there's like a little door here. So, hiding stuff? Yeah, I don't know. Oh, and you can actually see through here. The door that's supposed to be here is gone. Yeah, just a bunch of insulation, but this is a big space. And there's lots. I know this view's a little blurry, but there's lots of little doorways. If you look, see all these doorways back here? I'm wondering if these were some of those, you know, rooms. Those infamous rooms. And then from there we have another bloody carpet. Wow, this one's really bloody. And another door so we can't actually see through. And then it just, this all just kind of leads to this door, which there's probably an axe murderer friggin' shooting up crack. Wait, what? Shooting up crack? Got him. No, I'm mixing up my drugs. Shooting up crack? And then here along the backside, it's just a lot more of the same. God, there's these sketchy blood red doors everywhere. And then just a lot of tile, a lot of water dripping from up here. More insulation. Everything your little heart desires. I'm actually surprised that this place is only as tagged as much as it is. And then you've got another creepy blood red door that looks like somebody's just mercilessly kicked the crap out of it. Because every single place I go to seems to have this TV. This is probably a pretty nice TV at one time. Once upon a time. My God, it smells so bad back here. Obviously, you know, people have been sleeping back here because this isn't a great neighborhood. There's gonna be squatters, and it just reeks back here. Just, it's like sulfur and shit. And from there, we've pretty much done a full wraparound, because now we're kind of back to the place where we began. So, full loop. Anything you like? Hey, there's me! Now we're back to these shattered remains. I'm standing over by the far end of the lot. I'm kind of hiding behind this tree because there's a couple of kind of sketchy homeless guys over there. I don't want them to think I'm videoing them, but you've got these old pink poles that probably, I'm assuming, date back to when this building was originally made. And there's no Burger Island here, so I'm assuming that is also a fairly old sign, and it's just kind of right across the way. You know, it's over here where the highway and Collinsworth meets, and then you just turn, and you've got the plaza right here. So what's really interesting about the sketchiness of this place is that a lot of the adult businesses that were in here were actually owned by varying members of the same family, many of which got busted in this kind of... It was a several business bust that I think happened in 2010. And I think the IRS retrieved like over $800,000 and kind of held back wealth. So whatever kind of crooked stuff they were doing in here, you know, financial stuff in addition to prostitution, it was expanding to various different businesses around Portland. So it was a big deal. And I remember when it happened, I remember them saying, oh, the Sugar Shack's done. Because they had places all around here and this was their main place. I didn't realize that this place that I was seeing as I was driving by, you know, a couple days ago, I didn't realize that this is where all that happened. And what's interesting again is that, you know, all these people are kind of interrelated with each other, but the main owner apparently is the mother of these people, who apparently is in her 80s now. And she's like the, I don't almost want to think she's the mastermind of all this crazy adult themed shit, and the drug problems, and the prostitution, and the financial whatchamahoosit. And then it's her offspring that are all doing this crooked stuff. I know some of them have been charged and are probably going to go away for a little while in regards to what was going on here, because it was pretty messed up. Again, this is another area where a couple years ago you probably couldn't pay me to be here, and I kind of don't really want to be here right now anyway, because this is, I mean, not a fantastic place to just kind of be loitering around videoing stuff, but whatever. I'm having fun. And you know, usually when I explore something, I usually try to take a little memento, and I could easily take one of those many millions of pieces of tile that are falling off this building, but I'm kind of worried what kind of venereal disease might be on anything that's touched this building. Wait, I just touched this building with my phone. I just gave my phone VD. You don't come back from that. Alright, gang. Well, I hope you enjoyed this little trek through a piece of dead strip mall history. And not a pretty piece of history. But, you know, when I thought about wanting to come visit this place, I was just kind of like, it's all beat up. Like, that's the only reason I really want to come, is it's just kind of cool and beat up and abandoned looking. I didn't realize that this is where the Sugar Shack used to be, and where a lot of sketchy, skeevy stuff was going down. But I did my trek around it, brought you along for the ride. It looks like it's about to start raining, so I'm probably gonna head on out of here. But anywho, you know the shtick. Like, comment, share, subscribe. My subscriptions are finally starting to go up a little bit, which is awesome. But all that said, my fellow adventurers, from the Cully neighborhood, that chick in her car just ruined my ending. Let's start over. All that said, you ruined my ending. All that said, this has been Steve the Amateur Historian. I'll see you next time.